Hey, Shalom, Shalom, giving all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone that teach us His truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Wadash. In the name of the Holy Spirit, peace, love, and blessings to the elect, scattered abroad around the four corners of the earth, mainly in Babylon the Great, 144,000 and 1/3. To you, I say Shalom, Shalom. All right. And the title of this lesson basically, going into, the ignorance of the people, gross darkness to people, and the Lord is going to judge them, according to their way, according to their doings. And basically, you cannot escape. Ultimately, you cannot escape the judgment of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Ultimately, you cannot. So let me get the first precept. Amos 5. Seek me that ye may live. And that's what we're doing through the Spirit to the best of our ability, and to either gather the elect, but ultimately the Lord is going to do the gathering. We're just, watering and giving out the information and, the message, man. It says, Amos chapter 5 and 18, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is darkness and not light, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. All right. And this parable, going back to verse 18, says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. You happy church going folks that desire the day of the Lord, thinking that it's going to be a rapture, or thinking it's going to be in a peaceful manner, or it's not going to be any troublous times. And also the people that take the day of the Lord lightly, man, thinking that a fucking bunker can save them or keep them away from the judgment of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Basically going into their money, which they think is going to deliver them, but it's not. All right. That's in Zephaniah 1 and 11, 18. Zephaniah 1 and 14. The great day of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is near. It is near, and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. The mighty men shall cry there bitterly. All you tough guys, the warriors, according to this society, the military men, all the gangsters, the gangbangers. All right, they're going to cry bitterly in the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's wrath. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and the alarm against the fenced cities, which is America, Babylon the Great, and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung. And that's what's ultimately going to do that is nuclear missiles, which I said in my previous video, man. All right. And also in Zechariah 14 and 12, verse 18, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, and he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. All right. And that goes even to this ignorant individual. And by the way, this is coming from, the elder out of South Carolina, Manat the Zapbak, GMS South Carolina 08. Watch this lesson. Also subscribe to his channel. All right. And you read the caption, Rick Ross building a doomsday bunker in vain. And the main reason why Rick Ross was influenced by that, not because he's realizing what's going on in the world or whatever, he was doing that as a flex, because he mentioned something in the video, how he said Elon, basically he mentioned Elon Musk's name. But meanwhile, Elon Musk knows that this place is about to get, bombarded with nuclear missiles. But this ignorant fool here, and of course he is our people, he's doing this in, either way is in vain, but he's doing this as a trend, as a fashion, competition. All right, that's what he's looking into it for. How he's gonna flex, because he got money too, as he would say. All right, a so-called billionaire man living in America, not knowing and understanding that prophecy that this place will be destroyed and is going to be visited by the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai by nuclear missiles. All right. Get back in Amos, and then I'm gonna get Isaiah 13, Amos 5. And 19, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him, shall not the day of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? All right. And it all boils down to the ignorance of people, man. For that nigga to make that ignorant statement, that's how he definitely don't know what's going on, man. Or even if he do, he don't give a fuck to tell his so-called fans and his loyal, business partners and everything that comes with that entertainment world. He's not going to tell them and let it be known that death and destruction is coming upon America. This is Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee, seen upon the elect. And gross darkness is the people, man, because another video or a caption I want to show y'all, not only this ignorant nigga talking about how he's going to have a bunker to avoid a nuclear attack. You got certain individuals. Let me go to the elders page. It says nukes will give melanated people X-Men power. And you can only imagine what the hell this bugged out nigga is talking about. Okay, so gross darkness to people, man. You got individuals that's building bunkers, to prevent or to avoid nuclear destruction. All right. Or as in Rick Ross' case, a big flex. All right. Or you're going to be like this man that believe the melanated people here. Nuclear war is happening. A nuclear missile just got shot to America. Meanwhile, this nigga be stupid enough to try to tell people go outside and embrace the blast and witness the power type shit. All right, man, the Lord's going to melt you. The Lord's going to melt anybody that's in that perimeter, man. Zechariah 14 and 12. Okay, and also 2 Peter 3 and 10, that the elements shall melt with fervent heat. And I also got a precept in Ezekiel 22, I believe. The sins of Israel. This is Ezekiel chapter 22 and verse 17. And the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, came unto me, saying, Son of man, the house of Israel is to me become dross. All they are brass and tin and iron and lead in the midst of the furnace. They are even the dross of silver. All right, because matter of fact, gold dim. Because we are likened unto fine gold and likened unto fine, minerals and materials. Lamentations 4 and 1. How is the gold become dim? How is the most fine gold changed? The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street. And that's going into Israel, man. How Israel fell from a glorious state being a noble vine and became a degenerate plant. Going back to Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 21 and 22. All right. Matter of fact, let me see. Jeremiah chapter 2 and 19. Thine own wickedness shall correct thee, and thy backsliding shall reprove thee. Know therefore and see that it is an evil thing and bitter that thou hast forsaken the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, forsaken the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai thy power, and that my fear is not in thee, saith the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Alahayim of hosts Sabaoth. For of old time I have broken thy yoke and burst thy bands, and thou saidest I would not transgress, when upon every hill, high hill, and under every green tree thou wanderest playing the harlot. Because every time Israel would go into captivity under different nations and so on and so forth, because of their disobedience, they would, correct themselves and straighten up and praise the Lord, and the Lord will, lessen or taken off the enemies or destroy our enemies and uplift us once again. But every time the Lord did that to help us out, our people played the harlot, man. All right. Is all the time, man. They went back a horn after strange gods and lusting after the way of the heathens. Going back to Jeremiah 10 and 2. Verse 21, yet I have planted thee a noble vine, holy, aright seed. How then art thou turned into a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? And that's what our people did, man. All right, they went astray. All right, the 2/3. Verse 19, Ezekiel 22 and 19. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Alahayim, because ye are all become dross. Behold, therefore I will gather you in the midst of Jerusalem, as they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin, and into the midst of the furnace, to blow the fire upon it, to melt it. So will I gather you in my anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you. Yet I will gather you and blow upon you in the fire of my wrath, and ye shall be melted in the midst thereof. As silver is melted in the midst of the furnace, so shall ye be melted in the midst thereof, and ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, have poured out my fury upon you. And that great fury is going to come by the way of nuclear missiles, man. Nuclear fire, World War III. Because during the times of World War III, it's going to be nothing but great bloodshed and great slaughter upon the land of Babylon the Great, America, and also the various parts of the land that the Lord ordained or has it, orchestrated for the Most High to wreak havoc and to do damage to certain areas, all across the world and the parts of the planet, man. These things are happening. Meanwhile, you got bug out niggas saying that you're going to receive some type of X-Men ability once you observe the nuclear bomb radiation, man. And like I said, you can watch both videos on the Elders page. All right. This guy and both, it was 2 days ago, and then the other one was 4 days ago. All right. Then you got this nigga, demons are real and scoffers are filled with them. That was, oh man, niggas just bugging out, man. Gross darkness to people. But with that being said, the Lord still have it out with these people, these individuals, man. And he's going to melt them and destroy them. Let me get Isaiah 13, then Proverbs, and then I'm going to get the other precepts. I'll read the whole thing. Isaiah 13:1, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. And this Babylon is modern day New Babylon, Babylon the Great. Verse 2, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountains, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that it may go into the gates of the noble. All right. And the banner represents the scriptures. All right. The high mountains represents America, Babylon the Great, the high governments of this land. All right. And they reach unto the gates of the nobles, aka the gatekeepers, the quote unquote, basically the elites, man. All right. The ones that's in control of everything all around the world, starting off with the Federal Reserve notes, man, the money system, monetary system, and financials. Verse 3, I have commanded my sanctified ones, the prophets. I have also called my mighty ones for my anger, the angels, even them that rejoice in my highness, which are the angels, and also the men of the Lord, the prophets, the elect. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai of hosts, Sabaoth, mustereth the host of the battle. And the Lord is doing that, going back to Joel, the 3rd chapter. He's bringing all these armies to the valley of Jehoshaphat, so the elements shall pass away with great noise. All right, the Lord is ultimately the master chess player, and he's playing these nations thinking that what they're doing is for, the next one in line of rulership. All right. Psalms 2:8. No, not 2:8. 1:8. Why do the heathens imagine a vain thing? All right. Verse 5. And also, verse 5 is going into the nuclear missiles. All right. Also, verse 4 as well, if I'm not mistaken. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. All right. Because these nations are going to have nuclear capability that's going to sound, basically roughly paraphrasing, sound like a bunch of army. All right. The great noise. All right. Pass away with fervent heat. And also Joel, the 2nd chapter. Let me go there right quick. Yep. Spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. All right. And that's going into the nuclear missiles. So it's basically going into the nuclear missiles, man. All right. Which is going to be shot off by these heathens, which the Lord is going to bring in the valley of Jehoshaphat, according to Joel, the 3rd chapter. Verse 5, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and the weapons of his indignation, his righteous anger, to destroy the whole land of Babylon. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. And they shall be afraid, pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. All this is going to be affected by nuclear missiles, man, nuclear fire. That's what's going to cause these things to happen. Verse 11, and I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease and lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Starting off with Esau, Edom, and then the rest of the people that has that same characteristics as Esau, Edom, man. Especially you Israelites. Time to think. Fierce anger punish the world. Oh, Proverbs, Salakia. Proverbs 1. All right. Because ultimately, we've been given the warning through the Spirit and power, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, through our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. We've been given that warning, man. And now these prophecies are not tarrying no more, and it's, speeding up by the days. Now it's going to happen. Wisdom warns. Proverbs 1:20. Wisdom cried without. She uttered her voice in the streets. She cried in the chief place of concourse. In the openings of the gate in the city, she uttered her words, saying, and that's why we're in your local downtown cities where mainly, high traffic, high business operates, where all nations can hear, man, and receive the message. All right, going back to Isaiah, the 34th chapter. Okay. Verse 22, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge? And that was a form of scorning, man. Goddamn Rick Ross with his
wings. Huh?
See?
Yeah, we breaking ground. Huge excavations. You gotta have your fluids. I got a water maker, a machine that makes water out of H2O. I got a water maker.
Rick Ross ought to be ashamed of himself. And this
But hey,
too.
What do I know? Y'all could be scared of something that you only learned about or seen in a book. This is why. I'm telling you, they will never explode a nuke in the United States.
See? So let me read that again. How long, ye simple ones, very simple, two individuals, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge? Turn ye at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you, the elect. All right. Let me jump down. Verse 26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish are upon you. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. All right. Verse 31. Therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. All right. And Rick Ross' device is that doomsday bunker, man. Not knowing and not understanding that's going to be his tombstone in the future to come. Because the Lord, you cannot escape the wrath of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. The day of reckoning is coming. And that is true. The day of the reckoning is coming, man. Jump down. This is Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 19. Verse 17. And the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, the proudness, and the haughtiness of men shall be made low. And the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai alone shall be exalted in that day. And the idols he shall utterly abolish. And they shall go into the holes of the rocks, and into the caves of the earth. For fear of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and for the glory of his majesty, when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth, which is by the way of the nuclear missiles. He's going to rock reel to and fro like a drunkard, the earth. Going back to Isaiah, the 24th chapter, verse 20. Okay. Because the Lord is going to overkill this place and overrain this place with nuclear missiles. Verse 20, in that day a man shall cast his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which they made each one for himself to worship, to the moles and to the bats, to go into the clefts of the rocks and into the tops of the ragged rocks, for fear of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, for the glory of his majesty, when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. Cease ye from man, whose breath is in his nostrils, for wherein he is to be accounted of. A warning of judgment. On Isaiah 2:17 on down in the NLT, he would destroy all the great trading ships. That's 16, Salakia. Human pride will be humbled and human arrogancy will be brought down. Only the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, will be exalted on that day of judgment. Idols will completely disappear. When the Lord rises, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, to shake the earth, his enemies will crawl into holes in the ground. They will hide in caves in the rocks from the terror of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and the glory of his majesty. On that day of judgment, they will abandon the gold and silver idols that they made for themselves to worship. They will leave their gods to the rodents and bats, while they crawl away into caverns and hide among the jagged rocks in the clefts. They will try to escape. They will try to escape the terror of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and the glory of his majesty as he rises to shake the earth. But don't put your trust in mere humans. They are as frail as breath. What good are they? All right, because ultimately Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is going to reign supreme God. All right. And these people are not going to escape. Rick Ross, Rose. Damn, whack ass nigga, man. Nigga think he going to escape. But that's all right, though. Let me read this in the King James and then the NLT. And it, this basically talks about, war, famine, death. All right. Terror that's about to come. Going into, the nuclear missiles, and then I'm going to jump down to 15 and read on down to 17. And the kings of the earth, Revelation 6:15, and the kings of the earth and great men and the rich men and the chief captains and the mighty men and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. And he said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb, Yahweh, which is him that sitteth on the throne, Yahweh Shai being the Lamb, man, the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? Revelation 6:15. In the NLT, then everyone, the kings of the earth, the rulers and generals, the wealthy, the powerful, all right, your P. Diddy's, all right, all your actresses, all right, all your entertainers, all the ones that got big money, man, okay? The powerful and every slave and free person all hid themselves in the caves and among the rocks of the mountains. And they cried to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of the one who sits on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of their wrath has come, and who is able to survive? All right. So Rick Ross, you good as dead, my boy. Well, nigga, you ain't even my boy. You good as dead, nigga. Wicked ass nigga. You probably gonna be in there with Puff Daddy, TD Jakes, Creflo Dollar, all them boys, all them celebrities, man. Cat Williams, hell. And you already know most of them gonna be damn CHIPPED up. All right. You already know they're gonna do that, man. Cause that's coming to pass too. All right. And even before that, because it's in Second Ezra, I believe it's 16 or 15, how in the mountains, a lot of people are going to have to convert to cannibalism. All right, drink the blood that's coming from. Matter of fact, let me see if I can go there right quick. Salakia, bear with me. Drink blood, KJV, Second Ezra. Okay. Second Ezra, chapter 15 and 58. They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger and eat their own flesh and drink their own blood for very hunger of bread and thirst of water. So meanwhile, you think these people, and that's for the people that go escaping in the mountains and that's going to try to hide themselves in those mountains. Even in certain bunkers, you'll die off, or you got a group of people down there, whatever the case may be. And hell, it might be occupied by the military, or it might be already get ramshacked. So either way, the Lord is going to make sure he's going to exact judgment, and no sinner is not going to escape the great wrath, man. Pursuing the Amos chapter 5 and 18 on down. Also Isaiah the 13th chapter. So, hey, this is a warning. Hey, nobody can escape the judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. If you're destined, you are destined, man. All praises unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach us this truth. Till next time, I say shalom, shalom.